Vibrant Voyagers, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Liminal Haven. I am your Ryuujin, McCall Clark, and I am joined, as always, by the very spirited Arcana crew. Say hello, Arcana crew.
Hello. Hello.
And finger guns. Love it. All right. We are about to face off with the Bog Mother.
Maybe.
The Bog Mommy. Maybe. Bog Mommy.
The beautiful Bog Mommy.
Yeah, so you guys were sneaking up on the Bog Mother. You guys have all passed your sneak checks. You have seen that the Bog Mother is, she should be hoarding a bunch of basically like wildlife and plant life around her and flowers and things, but she also has these black hands that are shooting out from the ground around her that seem to be pretty menacing. What do you want to do here?
Who has the flask?
Eli turns to you guys. What's the plan here? How do you need to administer that to her?
Ideally, it goes in her mouth.
Okay. She's probably not going to be very willing to do that because she's gotten kind of violent, and you can actually see from where you guys are hiding that she has a kind of like manic glint in her eyes as she appears to be very paranoid and kind of twitching around.
I'm very much picturing like the boar from Mononoke with like the worms.
What's the plan then? So, I think.
Are we sure we want to send Vesper up alone?
No.
The grasping hands are...
I don't mind taking it up and trying to, get it to her discreetly, but if y'all want to like stay right behind me just in case things go south.
Well, we do have a big beefy boy.
Yeah.
Her greed is what is corrupting the swamp. These hands seem like they might be a manifestation of that greed. Perhaps if we make her want the flask, she'll drink it. If we can fool her.
Oh.
We can tell her she can't have it and she'll desire it.
We just walk up and hold it up and say, "You can't have this."
Well, what if we just make it seem very appealing?
This is so delicious.
Gosh,
Too
I
bad
sure
you can't drink it.
do love it.
What I love,
Don't
vegetables.
hate this idea.
Love them, know what? Yeah, whatever. It's an airplane.
Well, do we need
What's
to...
an airplane?
I'm pretty sure those hands are going to get pretty grabby if we get anywhere near her, so
Yeah.
do we need people to distract the hands while somebody tries to interact with the Bog Mother?
Perhaps.
I can be hand distraction.
I don't mind trying to get her the flask.
I can
All right.
distract.
What are accuracy checks based on?
Do you remember what you were rolling to try and feed the last
Yeah.
spirit?
No, I just had to get through all of
Yeah,
them.
there was
but it
a
was like
DC
strength, right?
check that the other wraiths were creating based on their strength and dexterity.
Okay.
So he just had to beat those.
With his
I
also
think it was strength and
Strength dex.
dexterity, yeah.
His energy legs.
Well, I really believe in myself. And I think that chutzpah can really get me where I'm going.
I mean, I think
Chutzpah.
Yeah.
you might also have to convince her of this if you're trying to trick her into thinking that, it's valuable. So accuracy check... Yeah, it is dependent upon your weapon, because it doesn't say specifically.
What do you guys think Bottle uses? A flask.
So, like, throw it.
Yeah.
Are we trying to throw it into her mouth?
I mean...
Or are you trying to throw a bottle of other herbs at these goopy things?
Oh, no, I meant the flask.
I think maybe our best bet is going to be to just convince her that
That she really wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By way of, well, we worked so hard for this, and it's ours. We can't just give it up, and then she'll take it,
But is there any way to make sure that she drinks it? Because what if she just hoards it, which is kind of what she's been doing?
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, what if we focus on the deliciousness?
We can't let her know that by drinking it, all of the treasures come to her. This potion of treasure attraction.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. And worst case scenario,
We
cram it into her head.
we beat the hands.
Well, should I just get her attention?
All right.
If we want to draw attention, I can play a song and bolster our spirits, and also draw her attention at the same time.
Give me a backing track.
You got it.
A walk,
I'll hand you
a
the
walk out.
flask.
Yeah.
Pull
Walk
my
out
flute.
music.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you start playing, I'll step out and reveal myself, kind of holding the flask close to my body.
Is it a fumble? Okay, okay, we're good.
Almost a crit.
That's
Yeah.
almost a crit. That would have given us all +3. That would have been so
So that's +1 on next spirit?
On your next roll,
Oh, of anything?
yeah, my hit points go down by 1.
As soon as Fathom steps out to reveal himself and the sound of this music hits her ears, she flattens her ears and turns to you and starts growling in this very protective stance.
Yeah, only half acting, I jump and pull the flask closer and try to play it off. Oh, you must be the Bog Mother. I didn't
You see
know
the-
you were out here.
Black hands are starting to looking like they're about to try to grab you as well.
Guys, don't let her drink what's in this flask. It'll give her everything she wants. And I'll hold it out towards one of you.
She is snorting with rage. Go ahead and make intelligence, big brain. Let's do intelligence to see if we can convince her. And she will make a competing. Let me see. You gotta beat a 5.
3.
4.
Well, 4.
Can I assist somehow?
Oh yeah. Okay, so that was 4 with that. Yeah. What would you do to assist?
I would fervently be like, I'm like as I'm playing with fluid, be like,
Cut your lip.
Alright, also make double intelligence for me.
ooh,
Oh.
See if you can beat a 5, in which case.
I already got 10.
Woo! Holy
18.
shit. Okay. So
You
that
should have
is
done this. I was hoping my spirit would help out in this situation. I'm not that smart.
so that plus
not
1 now brings you up to a 5, and you see that she kind of is now focused on that flask, and she's going to try to charge up to you guys now. So now everybody roll
I step
initiative
in.
for me.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what'd you get over there, Ren?
Nah, I got 4.
Yo,
It could be worse. 4.
yo, we got a 4 over here.
I got a 7.
I got a 7.
Nice.
13.
Married.
All right.
Dang.
So we're doing. Okay, Rue, you are definitely gonna go first. All right. So before we start, let's go ahead and pick 5 objects as well. That would be in a swamp. I'm gonna say that in the bog itself, there's a sunken cart, kind of like a wheelbarrow.
Bog body.
You want a bog
Dead.
mommy?
Big body.
I said body, yeah.
Maybe a big hunk of bog butter.
Oh, yeah. Swamp tater.
Swamp tater?
Yeah.
Okay, so far, guys, we have a cart, butter, and a potato.
We're going to make this a very appetizing flask that she can't have.
Maybe some really pretty flowers, just like a grouping of blooms that are really
The
incongruous.
pink one's back there.
There you go.
Flowers.
Alligator.
This can be past stuff that's decayed and broken down in there, maybe a ladder or something, or
Yeah,
don't
ladder.
Ladder's good.
Maybe
ladder.
a magical spear of boar slaying.
You're gonna kill my bog mommy?
Not me.
Not I.
We'll take the
Of course
tip
not.
off and
One,
put
two,
the
three,
flask
four,
on
five.
it.
All right, so that would be cart, bog butter, tater, flowers, ladder. I can't say bog butter
Why?
without shifting into
Ball butter.
bog butter,
Oh, you got some of that ball
swamp
butter.
taters.
Pass me some of that bog butter from my swamp tater.
I want to eat it with Bog Mommy.
Oh, is everybody placed where they would like to be as well?
Can I?
Two of us are not on the board.
For now, I'll be up front.
Whoa. Don't die.
Yeah, I don't plan on staying.
I'm certainly the frontest. I know it doesn't matter.
Taking the left side.
With such a high initiative, I shouldn't be in the back, but I feel
You
like...
could. It doesn't matter.
Oh, put me on that rock, please.
Mark.
Are the hands like a different enemy than the Bog Mommy on this?
Yes, so there's 4 different hands.
Fucking Tears of the Kingdom hands.
With the eyeball pone.
I'm gonna use one of my spiders, and I'm gonna throw it at the hands so that I can do a feint, which gives the enemy -1 to their initiative.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So just like distract it with that, make it seem like it's something that it wants.
Jar of spiders.
Maybe it can, not the whole jar,
No, just the spiders.
Real
just like a
panic.
couple. Yeah. Oh god.
I would never.
Okay. So the character is going to make an accuracy check. If the result meets or beats the monster's condition, the monster receives a -1 penalty to its initiative.
What should my accuracy consist of in this case?
For a spider throw?
Is the spider helping?
I mean,
the spider
hard
willing?
can somebody throw a spider?
I guess it depends on
How
how
big
beefy
it
the
is.
spider is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a beefy boy or is it a
Fucking daddy
daddy
long legs?
daddy skinny legs?
Because I
Yeah.
always thought, well, I mean, it's based off of a cup holder full of brown recluses. So I was thinking it was brown recluse size.
True.
Which, I mean, they can get big, but also I don't think I could throw one
How
particularly
many spiders are
far.
in the jar?
It
it
just,
like
it
5
continuously
Like,
refills.
would it be a different situation if you like took the lid off and just went like that? You know, just sent all the spiders at the Bog Mommy? Because it'll refill tomorrow.
Maybe I could just get like some swamp gloop and like throw it with that.
I mean, you want to throw a swamp tater?
Oh, yeah, I'll put the spider on the swamp tater and throw it that way.
I love how the spider shit doesn't need
The
to
spider
be
has
here.
to be involved.
You're just like Bog Mummy
Going
speed.
for a ride.
I want it to, because it's something that I value, and I want it to like get that vibe, and then it will want it too.
okay.
Because these are like the grabbing hands of greed. I figure.
I was confused as to why the spider. I was like, is the spider like intelligent and like
The only
a
thing he
part of
cares
his
about
plan?
in this world.
That makes sense though. Okay. So spider riding a
sense.
swamp tater towards the.
Doesn't using the swamp tater technically give him a +1 to this roll?
What? Oh yeah.
Because he used an object.
Objects.
Amazing. Stellar.
Brilliance, loving it.
So what stats do I combine for this?
So you're gonna roll. I'm gonna say strength, dexterity to try to get it where you want to.
Wish me luck.
You got this.
So 6, we'll say 7 then, because I have 6 plus
Yeah.
1 for the tater.
My
That
tater one.
that does not meet the hand's conditions.
Well, you know, we tried.
It was definitely a good try. The
Spider potato.
spider potato. You
It
throw
just
it.
sinks.
The spider's like, no.
It skitters off.
No.
It's one of those.
No, it dies.
It's one of those water bug spiders. Just like using surface tension.
The hand kind of
spiders.
rears back as you throw this swamp tater at it.
No one wants spiders.
And then
Ew!
let's see. I'm gonna count that kind of rock piece of wood back there as being in the back as well.
Yep.
So the hand that you threw the potato towards is now going to cast some magic on you.
Oh no!
'Cause it's like you threw something at me.
Your one weakness, you didn't sleep well.
I've misfrogulated.
gross. Why did Frogulate just really upset me so bad? Wow.
You know, from frogging out to now, we've been on a journey with frog verbs.
It's going to take the bog butter glob, and you see it kind of charged with this black energy around it, and it tosses it at you. So it is now going to do the same thing. Aw, tits.
Why did the butter?
Let's see.
Rubbing the butter on the thing. Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna rub it on there. I was just gonna be like, I was gonna eat it with this butter. Don't let her take it.
Okay, does 5? Oh no, that does meet your condition.
Oh, it sure does.
You get smacked in the face with this butter, and
You got butter slapped.
I need you to roll spirits
Uh-huh.
and add it to your condition. And you're trying to get higher than a 9.
Good luck.
Like
Nope.
8.
8?
So close.
Oh!
Nope.
I should have used my duck.
Oh shit.
It's gonna be like, is this something to do with heat or strong wind?
Unfortunately, no. As this butter hits you, that dark energy that it infused into the butter begins to sink into you as if it's going straight for your eyes. It has now inflicted its greed upon you, which is basically the muddled condition, and it has lowered your intelligence and your spirit by a die.
Yikes.
Oh no,
These
those
things
are your things.
gnarly. And so now you are afflicted with the greed that was beginning to permeate the swamp, the Coven Lodge swamp.
Okay, I need some fresh rocks over here.
Right.
Switch them out. All right. Next up, we're gonna have another hand. This hand is gonna strike out at Fathom for the flask. Actually, it's just gonna try to hit you.
Oh.
So
I was gonna say, I'll just let it have it.
it's gonna try to hit you.
If I just allow it to hit, will it take the flask from me?
It might, but also you see it doing that same black charge that it did on the butter that hit Keiru.
Okay. Yeah.
Ugh.
I would try to avoid that if I can.
Oh, that's only a 4.
That doesn't meet my condition.
Nice.
So we are good there. Actually, since it's not using an object, that is going to be against your
Initiative?
initiative,
doesn't
which
meet that
also
either.
doesn't meet it. Yeah. So as it kind of lunges for you, you instinctively
Yeah.
move out
You
of the way.
can't have it.
Yeah, playing hard to get.
No, this is for me. I'm thirsty.
Oh right.
No one can have this.
One of the other hands in the back is going to do something similar to what the first hand did, and it is going to.
I'm gonna huck a card at you.
Is there a way
I think
to
it
restart your
is.
initiative?
I think so.
It grabs like the wheel of the cart, and again you see this black energy start to permeate it, and it is gonna huck it at Rem because he's up front.
It's gonna hit.
Maybe it'll
It's against
fumble.
your condition though. What's your
Oh,
condition?
is that the?
Your condition is 7, and it got a 10 for that. So now I need you to roll spirits, and we're gonna add that to your
no.
condition. This would just be a single spirit dice, by the way.
Yep. 10.
10, 17. You are good then. The thing smacks you. That kind of black energy kind of dissipates around you as you are not overcome by the sense of greed. Next up,
Wait, am I hurt?
damages. Only for 1.
Oh, cool. That.
I should have thrown a gold piece at it instead of the swamp potato.
Probably.
Oh, that would be good.
I'm so dumb.
I think it would have been the same roll though.
I was like looking at my items and stuff, like what could I do? And I completely forgot that I have gold.
All right, so we've got one more hand is up front, and it is going to try to lash out at Vesper.
Don't.
Don't do it. Don't you dare.
Get her.
Oh shit, that's a 10.
Oh,
to
boy.
hit your initiative, I'm gonna need you to roll spirit, just a single spirit die, and we'll add it to your condition as well.
That's not real.
Everything's fake.
13?
Okay, so you are good as well. It does actually inflict damage on you, though.
I'm
You
good.
just don't get the greed. Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
It lashes out, grabbing at you, and claws at your throat for 7 damage. Are you still up?
Yeah, I'm trying to do some math.
Whew.
That'd be the majority of my hit points if that hit me.
Exactly half of mine.
That is
That's
more
like-
than half of mine.
A third to a quarter.
Yeah. It's
Rem's like, I'm fine.
you're like,
Okay, and then we're gonna come to Fathom.
Inwardly, I hope this works. I just like see my friends being injured and hit with things. And I'm like, we can't let her drink this. It's too good. I have to hide it, and I'll take my money pouch that has 290 gold in it and put it in there. And as I'm putting it in, I drop it so that some of it spills out in front of me. And I'm like, oh no! And I'm trying to coax them into taking it for her.
the gold, you mean, spilling?
Yeah, the gold.
Oh, okay.
The gold spills out with the flask, like
Beautiful.
atop a pile. Is that how I picture it?
Okay.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Roll another double intelligence for me.
10.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Should have
Oh
concentrated.
yeah, there's no way she can actually. Well, there was one way, but she couldn't. She immediately focuses in on it and lets out this kind of like high-pitched pig squeal sound.
Thank you.
Vesper, it is your turn.
Good.
Excellent, wonderful.
I'm just gonna go and do what I was gonna do over here anyway.
I'm gonna go.
I will cast Enhanced Red Hand on Rem, +1 to any accuracy checks for the next 6 rounds.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
But I need to roll Intelligence and Spirit to see if I can. But I think it's like what,
Your
2?
DC is now 2, yeah. So,
really,
as long as you don't fumble. And if you fumble, you get a duck. So it's kind of good either way.
7.
Nice.
So yep, you get that.
Hell yeah.
And I can't also move, right? You only get to
Right,
do
one action, which is brutal. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that part of the combat, but
That makes sense.
Yeah.
is what it is. Nikita is going to rear back with the bow and try to shoot the hands that I cannot see. Dude, his shit is awesome. Oh yeah, he absolutely hits it for... It's just an arrow, so it goes psst, and then dissipates into the blackness, but it does seem to have done a little bit of damage to it. Eli, on the other hand...
So far, my main gripe with this system is that the weapons feel kind of useless.
They're not great, yeah.
It's okay. The magic is also kind of useless.
We're out here doing 0 damage. I mean, there's some, like, winter magic is nice, but, like, out here with, your sword is great.
I can do a lot of damage. I just roll like dog shit. Is the problem.
More often than not, you've done 0 damage. Like, the bow is almost impossible to hit with unless you've, like, min-maxed your character to be only that, you know?
I can roll like 9 damage usually, if I roll really well.
Yeah.
But if I roll a 1, then I do no damage, and I have been rolling a lot of 1s.
If I went for, like, a really intelligent, dexterous character, things would probably be better for me.
Oh, it's almost like we are playing this for the first time.
I mean, I understood these things. I was just like, nah.
I understood
This
nothing.
guy's got chutzpah and nothing else.
This is like the first time I ever played D&D and I rolled a character with a negative dexterity. And I was like, it's gonna be fine. How often is that gonna come up? Every time.
All the time.
Yep.
Keru, Eli's gonna run over to you and he's gonna put his hands on you and a glowing warmth is going to spread through you. It's going to give you a +2 to your condition.
Ooh.
So you're at a 6, and it's gonna let you re-roll that 1 spirit dice, add it to your 6, and see if you can beat
Nice.
a 9.
Okay, so
3 or higher, and we're good.
So I'm rolling that, adding it to my condition, and trying to get 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Nope. Okay.
Still muddled.
So unfortunately, you are still inflicted with this greed,
Oh, yes.
but you sure gave it a try. Okay. Now the Bog Mother, having seen the spilt coins and this supposedly valuable flask, is going to try to make a grab for it.
I'll drink my soup flask.
But in doing so, she's also going to try to like ram you out of the way. So she's going to make an attack on you.
And also, don't take my money.
I do actually still want that.
That's all my stuff. That's everything I have.
She's brutal.
You got some shoes.
It will
That's
soon
true.
be mine.
And a warm cape and a shitty bow.
So that is a 12 against your initiative. Good lord. She rams you with the head, the tusk actually boring into you for 11 damage. As she snakes her tail around the coins and the flask, drawing her towards her. Still standing?
Barely.
These are brutal. Okay, we are back up to. Oh, nope, sorry, that's Rem.
It's fine.
Oh, did she get the flask, though?
Yes, she's now pulled it over towards herself.
Don't let her eat that. And then I cough up some spirit blood.
Is it one?
3. I have 3 hit points left.
I've got 25.
Do something.
Goodbye to the
useful, Dad.
kids.
What?
I'm gonna
It just
attack.
occurred to me, what happens if she does just swallow the flask? And then you guys are out of flask.
Well,
I mean, hopefully she'll digest quickly.
I mean,
We can run away.
it's not open either, is it?
No. Because I didn't want anything to spill out.
She'll probably crunch it.
She's got 4 hands. She can open a flask.
She's got like alligator paws and hooves.
No, I mean 4 hands helping.
Oh,
probably
okay.
got some sort of a spirit tongue to like open it up inside of her mouth.
Or she could
Sure.
just
Or she can just crunch it. She just did 11 damage to me.
Well, she has tusks.
Tusks.
Presumably.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit one of the shadow hands.
Okay.
The one closest to me. I'm going for it. I'm hitting it.
You get a +1.
I get a +2.
Nice.
7.
And that's with your +1 from the music?
Yeah.
Fuck. So yeah, that doesn't hit their initiative.
Yep.
So you swing on it, and it recoils back very quickly. And now we're back up to Keiru.
I want that flask. Could have the cure.
All
inside of
those
it for me.
glinting
I will kill you,
coins.
frogman.
But I'm in the back, so for now I've just got to move up and get closer to that thing which I want in my secret
So
frog
he
part.
moves up. The hand that you tried to hit Rem is going to try to hit you as well.
Cool.
So we'll swipe.
It hits.
We don't know that yet. It could fumble, and it doesn't get ducks. That's a 4.
Yep.
So that does hit.
It's 4. Am I?
6 damage
Okay.
as it claws at you.
And he's cool with it. He's fine about it.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out a way
Good.
to get that flask out of her mouth.
What is... If you go to 0 hit points,
Climb in.
you don't die.
No, you
Pop it
don't
open.
die until it gets negative your max HP.
Okay.
So,
But it
once
does
you-
build, right?
I
Yes.
did make a
It's
joke.
not like D&D where it resets to 0 every time. It's like, as you continue taking damage, it
Yeah.
keeps going.
I did joke that this is gonna be the fight that you die.
Maybe not.
In that
gotta
case,
die
I'm
every
even
campaign,
going
right?
to roll a die to see which of you it goes after in that vein. So
Wait, maybe Karma will punish me.
You're a Hulk! That doesn't happen!
Karma never comes for the hopes. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
It's a 2.
Oh.
So the frog moves up and it sees that and it's going to try to lunge at you.
How many hit points do you have?
Don't worry about it.
A solid 6.
Probably.
There
It's
are
probably
multiple
okay.
hands here, though.
It definitely strikes at you for 11, but your initiative is 13, so you are good.
You a little hoppy frog.
You are so focused in on those coins that you're able to dodge out of the way.
Doing my little gloopy dance.
Glooping around. Okay.
It's like capoeira.
Another one. right, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. There's just one more of these. That's a 3, so it's gonna go after Rem. Or 5, which hits for 7 damage.
Okay. Now I'm getting hurt a little bit.
Would you like an apple? Well, you can't have one because I'm greedy right now.
What is that fourth?
My apple.
Well, this is turning out great.
We're doing great, y'all.
Maybe this is the finale.
Don't lose hope. Well, this isn't.
And then we have to
is
do
it
a
now?
part
It could be.
2 where we figure out what happens after we fail.
What's
Ew.
not?
what happens beyond the liminal haven?
Okay, so the hand in the back is going to,
Bath and
you
Beyond.
see it like squeeze its fingers as thorny briars begin to rise from the ground in the area that you guys are standing in.
Uh-oh.
So everybody receives a -2 penalty
You
to
don't
their
get to use
initiative
my own.
starting next round. So Fathom and Vesper, you're still where you are for this round.
So you literally cannot. You can't miss me. You will hit no matter what.
Oh, right, because you
Yeah.
have a 1.
No,
Negative
2.
1.
I'll have 2.
Oh yeah, 2 because it's
Which
4.
still, it's 2 dice, right? So 2's the lowest you can get.
Yeah. But if they roll 2, it's a fumble.
That's true.
Still
So-
hits.
I would say that
if they fumble,
you
maybe.
could get creative with like there's a ladder.
Can't you take an action to re-roll your initiative or something?
You can, yeah. It's
Yeah,
called
I was
assess the
thinking about that.
situation, and you get to re-roll.
I'm feeling like
So after it does that, it's Fathom's turn.
I'm going to spend 10 MP
Ooh.
and cast Round Reflection on Vesper. So you have -3 damage from enemy attacks.
Is
Nice.
That's a ritual. It takes
Oh,
an
shit.
hour.
Right.
and
Sorry.
Then I
To
don't
me.
do that. Instead, I'm going to cast Cure Touch on you instead.
Aw, sweet otter.
I mean, it's just a d6, so don't get excited.
I need it.
You get 3 hit points.
Okay.
Anything helps.
It all helps.
Should have done that other thing before we walked out here, I guess.
I also had it and forgot.
As there's like the dark blue blood coming from my wound from where I got gored by the Bog Mother moments ago, I reach out and I heal you. And I'm like, you gotta make sure that you make it back to your parents and they know you're all right.
That's very touching. You guys, both of you, feel a kind of warmth within you as your condition rises by +1 for the rest of the day.
Oh.
And out of the corner of your eye, you see Shadow, the Tanuki, is like peeking out from behind the bushes, kind of watching the whole thing happen.
Wait, was that me? Was I included in that?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So Vesper and Fathom.
That gets me to 10, so I get to increase a thing.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with
Dope.
dexterity because it's a fucking d4.
Hey, that might help you. Okay, Vesper, it's your turn.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and return the favor.
Oh.
Because anything else I do is just gonna be kind of like a stopgap. You know? It's only a D4 though, I'm very sorry.
No worries.
I'm stupid. That's how I got here.
Don't worry about me. I ain't got nothing.
Nice.
So we both have 7.
Yay!
Yay!
Muppet dance.
And then the
Okay.
Bog Mother kills both of us.
in one hit.
I'm about to do something titanically stupid. in the name of
Nikita is going to grab the ladder that's kind of sunk down in the bog, and he pulls it up. He's going to throw it over to you guys to try to negate the briar patch, so you guys can have something to stand on.
Oh, nice.
All this stuff is like Calvin Ball, trying to figure out what to do and
Yeah.
when.
Getting very Pirates of the Caribbean.
So he's going to have to try to
Riding on top of
throw
a
a fucking ladder, and I think that's going to be double strength for him.
When I was in high school, my friend's dad thought when we were playing Magic the Gathering, he thought that we were just like making up all the rules as we were going because it's very convoluted to an outsider.
I was gonna say, to be fair, every time I've seen it, I feel
It's
similarly.
exactly like that, right?
Sploot that.
Exactly. And so he called it
Oh,
Calvin
good, he's got
cards.
strength.
Like whenever you guys playing Calvin cards over there?
Oh, I love that. Oops. So that's a 1. That's a 5. Okay, so he's gonna roll a d6 to see how many of you that ladder can support. All 4 of you.
Fuck yeah.
So he manages to throw it right where you guys need it. You guys are able to climb up. So initiatives are back to where they were.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo. It's all coming up us.
I'm glad we brought guys.
Coming back to me.
It's Eli.
This is so stupid. I can't believe I'm going to do this.
Yes.
Get in that bog
yes.
mommy.
What is-
Climb in that bog mommy's mouth.
Oh no.
Don't.
Want that flask?
Maybe you'll get, you get pooped out a real boy. That's how you turn him.
A dead real boy.
Yeah, he was gonna hit the one hand that's been hit. You guys have not been. You guys have distracted the hands. I guess that's a pretty good thing, but not a whole lot of damage on him yet. Spirit 1 die. Holy shit! So he crit on that one. So that's it. Just takes the hand closest to the camera out entirely. You see a shooting star of light blast through, and it explodes. We're gonna see what the Bog Mother does. She wants this flask. We have to see whether or not she actually is able to crack it open or get any of this.
The sweet juice.
The sweet, what did we call it?
Essence of party.
The opposite of greed is generous. Yeah.
Generous.
Brain work, please.
Brain do.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. She rolled the worst she possibly could. She tries to clamp down on this flask. You see sparks of red come out from it, but it does not break.
Ooh, good. I want it.
No, don't eat that.
Rem, it is now your turn.
I was gonna eat that.
Do I? I'm gonna reset my initiative. I'm going to assess the situation, take a deep breath.
Yeah, a lot of shit
Yeah.
has happened. You've now climbed up onto a ladder kind of out of these briars as it's kind of sinking down, but you're still able to see the lay of the land.
Already doing better. Not much. 5.
Does that even move him in the order?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, man. All right, let's back up to Keiru.
Start off real strong with a 4 and then a 1.
All right. Really want that flask, but it's in her mouth. So to get to the flask in her mouth, I need to tempt her to open her mouth. So I'm gonna pull out one of my Hime apples and like try to act like I'm offering it like directly to her mouth.
Okay.
And if she opens her mouth, I'm gonna try to like swap it out for the flask.
Okay, let's do,
Why?
we're gonna do intelligence, big brain against intelligence.
I'm down to die on my
She's not
intelligence,
very bright.
so this is going great.
This is where we
Oh no, yeah, you have to beat a 5.
I rolled a 13.
Nice. So she sees something else being offered to her, and she immediately goes to try to snatch that apple. And you're gonna try to grab the flask. Give me a dexterity check.
I hope you lose another arm.
I might.
Oh,
This is
fingers crossed for another one.
I rolled a 3.
oof.
About as bad as I can do.
Roll a d20 for me as a pure luck check. You're trying to get 15 or higher.
What?
19!
You have the weirdest luck in the
shit.
world.
Absolutely bizarre. As you try to go to grab for it, she's trying to both crunch the apple and turn her head away. Mm-hmm. You are able to grab the flask in such a way that it actually rips it open.
Oh!
Good fucking luck. All right, nice luck roll. She has yet to like swallow it and process it, so next up the hands are still gonna go. There's only 3 left. They're still going to be rolling a d4 to figure out who they're going after.
Oh, fun.
Oops, cocked. They're going after Fathom.
Oh,
So Fathom.
Bring it on.
no.
It strikes at you with an 8 against your initiative of 7.
Don't worry, guys. I've got no one. It's okay.
As it goes to strike out at you with what would be almost certainly a killing blow, Shadow darts out, taking the blow from the hands, and with a loud yelp, falls to the ground behind you,
No.
taking the damage. We've got... fuck. They are really going for you. Okay, one more hand is gonna go after you. That's a 9 against your initiative. Fuck. It hits you for 7.
Okay, down but not dead.
Fathom goes down.
Blue.
I like to think as he hits the ground, there's just like the little, like whatever little puddles are around him just kind of like freeze over a little bit.
With that crystalline spread of ice out from underneath them, the hand and back is... The hand and back actually doesn't have any more MP. It's going to sneak up, sensing easy prey at this point. And then, Fathom, you are down, unfortunately. So, Vesper, it is your turn.
I guess I'll try and cure again. Can you cure somebody who's down?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Back up.
He's up.
Nice.
Don't
How do
take
you-
15 points of damage.
How
You're
does
fine.
this look? You've got Fathom just took a swipe after watching Shadow get hit. These things the hands have started to converge on you guys, and then Fathom has fainted with ice coming out from beneath him.
Yeah, I just kind of, I like rub my hands together and then like put them on his little otter chest. And it's just kind of like warm, kind of like yellow, like soft light. And as soon as I see his eyes open, I'm like, move back!
Do I remember where I am?
Yeah, I think that as you open your eyes, you see Vesper.
I'm like
and
over you.
begin to come to. It's like I don't know if you've ever fainted before, but the blackness kind of sparkles back in as your thoughts become coherent again, and you remember where you are.
I don't have to like stand up, right? I'm just up.
Yeah. That's not a movement.
Half
so
your
you're
move.
up. Fortunately, Vesper is after you, so that was
I can
your
get
turn.
halfway to the back area.
I'm going to say that Nikita is actually going to rush up and help you. So I'm just going to see if he can give you like a +1 on any next roll that you do. And yeah. So he runs up to try to help you. He has some briars to move through though, so he's actually going to drop.
Alright.
Yeah, I think the first thing Fathom says is he's like standing up as he looks behind him. He's like, "Somebody help Shadow!"
Oh.
You see that Shadow is breathing. She just appeared to have been stunned by that swipe.
Also, K-Roo, nice work. You got it open.
The shiftiest my frog eyes have ever looked right now.
The fucking, is it Poco and the drum?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the shifty eyes.
Quiet.
I love that book. Yeah, I guess Eli's just gonna run up into that section as well.
Hell yeah, it's a party.
At this point, the Bog Mother has the flask in her mouth. Your lucky ass greedy frog managed to wrench this thing open. Let's see. And she is able to swallow enough of this that you see the hands begin to squeal with this deafening screeching sound and shrivel up and disappear.
No.
And with it, Keiru, the blackness that had gone into your eyes has now vanished, and you are no longer afflicted with this greed.
Oh.
Great job, Keiru!
Thank you.
So we are now out of initiative.
Instantly cure touch on Shadow.
You see that. What does your cure touch look like?
I think I had flavored it as a little like ice pack forms in his hand, and he goes and like puts it on wherever they're hurt.
Her side had been kind of scratched by that hand, and it was mostly the blow that blew her back. But then she looks at you and she licks your hand as you help her.
Nice. She gets 2 hit points.
She's able to stand up. She looks like she's maybe limping on one paw, but she's good.
She looks better than I do.
And then you see the Bog Mother suddenly seem to look around, and she kind of shakes her head, and it's as if she's like come out of some kind of a deep sleep as she's looking around, taking in her surroundings, looking at the people before as if she's had no idea what was going on. And then Eli and Nikita are kind of looking at her like, Bog Mommy? What is everyone else doing in this moment?
I think Fathom lays down. He like just floats on his back in the swamp a little bit.
I'm just like patting Keiru on the back. Good boy. That was incredible. How did you? You were
Nobody
so
even
great.
noticed.
I'm like, I'm really processing what just happened. I'm like,
Something just came over me. I don't know.
Yeah, you really acted with so much bravery. It's amazing.
Yes.
I'm gonna get an apple and put it in front of Shadow.
Shadow begins to eat it and looks a little bit healthier for it.
Okay,
A little bit
right.
more vital.
Will give me an apple too.
Oh, thanks. Those just heal 2 HP,
2,
right?
yeah.
Nice. Kayri, were you confused? You yelled no when we succeeded.
Just a little confused.
That's right. I get words mixed up sometimes too.
Oh, you know what? You must have gotten too deep into the acting that you were doing that we didn't want her to eat it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was just committed to the,
You're a really
Always
good
the
actor.
performer.
look, I'll be honest with you. I wanted that flask. Something came over me, and I was gonna get it.
The Bog Mommy then just spits out the 2 pieces of the flask, just the flask and the top of it, and is like looking at you guys, and she's kind of looking around her surroundings and seeing that all the flowers are there, but everything else appears to be like dead and grayed, and she just kind of like lowers her head to you guys and thanks. Eli and Nikita go up and begin to pet her.
Snout.
It does the horse thing, the sound as it's breathing out, and it nudges you.
Aww.
She seems like she's back to normal. She was always very kind before, so I think you guys did it. You saved the bog. Oh my gosh.
That one was. I'm like still kind of holding a hand.
It's like bleeding from the side.
That was
That could have
was
gone.
nothing.
That could have gone very different.
I'm glad. I'm honestly glad that we decided to do this for no reward. I think it's for the best.
Yes. Who else is hurt?
Eli's going to come. He's like, oh, I only have enough to kind of help out you. One person who's worse
Oh,
off.
that's
Help out
fine.
Vesper.
I have several apples.
I'll eat a bunch of apples. You help him.
He comes up and he takes some bog mud and rubs it in his hands and then puts it over the wound to staunch the bleeding with some moss, and you see a warm light kind of glow through it, and he's going to heal you
How many apples do you
for.
want?
Just one should bring me back to something reasonable.
He only gives you 2. Sorry.
Nice. No worries.
That peat moss just stops the bleeding, unfortunately. So well, that should be enough to get you back to the village, and then
Yeah.
we'll try to patch you guys up a little bit better.
For sure.
You see the bog mother, she kind of stands up again, nods at you guys one more time, and then begins to trot off. And wherever she is stepping, there's like sprouts of flowers are coming out, and around her, it's almost as if there's an aura. Everything begins to kind of bloom and turn green, and there's what looked like it was very stagnant and sickly, and the waters are now becoming somewhat vital. You're seeing like turtles kind of poke their heads up, and other things. The crabs are scuttling around as well.
Nightmare beasts.
We're gonna have so many more ingredients for stew.
Crab and turtle stew? Oh yeah, it's a delicacy, man. You gotta cook them just right.
Use their shell as a bowl.
Gonna pick a flower and put it in my ear.
Aw.
He's a big, beefy, beautiful boy.
I'll play a
Shadow-
celebratory tune.
Shadow approves and kind of begins to dance to this tune.
I'm gonna pick up the flask. Does the cap go back on? Or is
Yeah.
it broken?
Yeah. Luckily, she did not break it.
Nice.
Even though she had like so much fucking strength, she literally fumbled.
I didn't fumble my music check, so.
Nice.
Did you
Everybody
almost
gets
fumble?
a +1 to their next roll.
What's up?
Did you almost fumble?
No, I rolled 2 3s.
All right. Well,
It would have been really
let's
funny if I
let's get you
fumbled
guys
one
back to the
right
village.
after.
We'll try to get you guys fixed up, and we'll let the elders and everybody know that Bog Mommy's back.
Yeah.
Dog Mommy is back.
Heck
I
yeah.
love giving people good news.
So
I'm
you
gonna
guys,
pick up Shadow so she doesn't have to walk.
aw, she licks your face.
I imagine she looks like Juice.
She starts grunting like Juice Box does. You guys make it back to the village, and then you guys are taken to the village elders at the bottom of the massive oak tree. And as soon as people begin to hear, what, the Bog Mother's back? Wait, did you say the Bog Mother's back? And everybody's like, yeah, they said
With
that they saved
Shadow
the
over my
Bog.
head.
The Bog Mother's back, and
Bog
everybody's like, yay!
Mommy!
And they're like, for some reason, like yaying at Shadow over your head. Various cheers go out. People are coming out of their homes to come and congratulate you guys. And they're coming up to you now with gifts. They're like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking before. Here's some of those donuts that you guys like so much. These ones have the tarts in them now. Like, yeah,
Tart nuts.
I hand out tart nuts.
tart nuts for everyone.
Put a spider on it.
Yeah, everybody lets out a celebratory cheer, and they're like, man, let's have another potluck tonight, guys. This is
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
great. Yeah,
Party part
absolutely.
2.
Everybody begins to revel in the swamp that is slowly coming back to life.
Revel in the Ree.
Revel in the Ree. Music is being played, there's washboards being scratched, and spoons being clacked, there's banjos going off.
Fathom is like on the lookout for who seems to be having like the most fun, what groups are having the most fun, and just kind of like lingers near them with the flask, trying to get as much juice in there as he can.
Good call.
Nice.
I figure
Get a
if we
little bit
poured
more.
on top of that poor girl encased in crystal, maybe it would help.
Oh.
Or maybe if we give a
Who
little
knows
sip
what
to,
Seraphina's up to?
maybe, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot she was there helping.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't just like wander off of that one.
What about Malachi's sister?
Oh. Yeah.
Will that help with?
Ooh, couldn't hurt.
I mean, we haven't seen a non-spirit drink this before.
There's some left, or is building more up in it?
I mean, as long as people keep partying, I reckon.
We could
Maybe
also
one of
maybe
us.
ask Seraphina before we.
Well, she's
should
not
talk to
here.
her.
I mean, I know I'm also a spirit, so I'm kind of volunteering one of y'all, but maybe one of y'all can take a little sip and see if it helps with you. Yeah, like eyes lingering on Keiru.
He's clueless.
Maybe. Y'all.
Maybe somebody green
Who
and
could it be?
damp.
So there's like
Mucus.
people hanging out around like, come on, let's play Kyrie.
Maybe it'll cure curses and things.
Keiru seems like he's distant, like not really present in the moment.
What?
Spider?
You'd like a spider?
Maggie, like, before you even crunch down on it, Maggie the dragonfly has swooped in and taken it from you.
So fast.
That was a present, Maggie.
I think we should probably talk about our plan from here, right?
Yeah.
I think we should go back to Liminal Haven and tell people what we've learned.
One of
think so, too.
the elders comes up to you and says, You have saved the village, the bog itself. Please, let us give you the crystal tear.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think it's fine. What if we don't? They'll send someone else if we don't get it.
That's right.
Malachi may try to take it.
Maybe Seraphina will know what to do with them. Outside of, putting them in an anthesis well.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Because we've already got one, right? We've got the one from Hartshold.
Okay. We would be happy to take it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, come on in. Under the roots of the massive oak tree, they take you into the center of this, and there is the same contraption that you guys saw in Hartshold with a glowing blue crystal in it. And she turns to you and she's like, who has the lantern? Okay.
This is our designated adult.
She takes
We
it's
were
always
assigned an adult when we left.
it's always good to have an assigned adult. Yes, I agree.
Keiru is also an adult.
That's why we send Nikita out with Eli. Yes. And she opens it up and she holds it up to the contraption, and the blue light also joins the one in the lantern, making it glow a little bit brighter. And as she shuts it, she looks at it and she's like, "Thank you so much for this." You see that this old figure begins to straighten up. The lines around the face begin to fade as if there was some kind of an illusion put over them. Then you see the face of Malachi. The clothes suddenly become the robes covered in the arcane sigils. And I wasn't sure if you guys were actually going to bring these to me, so I just had to, honestly, just needed a little bit of extra coverage here just to make sure that I was going to get these.
Well, to be fair, we did actually bring it to you, but you were gone. You left.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you were like, I'll be here waiting. And we were like, okay, so we went and got one from Hartshold and came back down, and you had already gone. So, kind of your fault when you think about it.
Yes.
So,
double
this isn't even really a betrayal
yourself.
then. You guys were
Well,
going to
no,
give
I
this to
mean,
me anyways.
What do you want to
so-
do with it?
What, I mean, you guys already saved the Bog Mother, so yeah, I'm just going to set up a new anthesis as well.
That's probably not.
not do that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not. We
Yeah,
learned,
no, I'm definitely going to
Well,
do
we
that.
learned some things, and it's not going to do what you want.
I think there's some bad gloops incoming, so everyone brace yourself.
I'm so tired.
What are bad gloops? He's
I'm trying
bad
to
gloops?
convey that everyone should cover their ears.
Oh!
in
then
character. He's
can
like,
I purpose?
What
can
are
I-
gloops?
Can I purposefully crit fail my music check?
Interesting. Yeah, I think that you figured out what that song was that upset everyone, especially.
I love the idea that it's not like badly played. The song just
Yeah.
sucks.
Malachi can't cover his ears because he's holding the tears.
Oh my god, what are you doing? What is that sound?
Play the brown note.
Instantly
Come up with
shits
music
himself.
for this part.
Hopefully
We're not
that's
making this easy for you.
hopefully it's jarring enough to distract him, so someone can make a move and get stuff done.
Yeah, so what happens when you crit fail that check?
So it says any PCs with a condition of 6, but I was aiming at him, so hopefully it affects him instead of us. But any PC with condition of 6 or less gains the muddled 6 status effect.
He was just talking about how we were intentionally helping him. I bet he doesn't even know how to make an anthesis well.
No.
That sucks at everything.
Yeah.
I heard that. Words hurt, okay? Yeah, so his condition was not great for today. It was 4. He instantly becomes muddled.
Muddled 6.
Both his intelligence and spirits are lowered by a dice.
Get him.
He
I pulled out a gun.
Where have you been hiding that?
instantly just like, oh god, oh my god, and like drops the lantern, covers his ears. Shadow runs in and grabs the lantern before it hits the ground, skittering to a stop as she does so.
I mean, our lanterns are more durable than the lanterns he makes anyways.
Probably, but
They don't want a chance.
risky business.
Yeah. I could have just almost blown up too.
Not again!
This is where the time loop started.
And then we go back to the beginning. You guys are waking up in Liminal Haven.
Oh my god.
You leave yourself some food outside of your tent.
Oh my god!
That would have been really cool. But you would have had to know so much about
What shit we were gonna pull.
The shenanigans of it all. I love it. As Shadow grabs the lantern, everybody roll initiative for me real quick.
not again.
Are mine and Vesper's conditions still increased by 1 from earlier?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I played celebratory music after.
Oh yeah, you guys
Bog
all have a
Mommy.
+1 to your roll.
7.
I got a 12.
Nice. 13 again.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess technically there was a +1 added to that crit fail. Well, maybe not because I chose to crit fail it, but I think that the roll still burned my +1, but I still have a 12.
Is Josh getting new dice?
Yeah.
Are you?
wanna-
Oh, the other ones
wanna
are
use my
cursed.
fiery
Is
dice?
that what
I
we're?
just want to roll 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
7.
Okay, so this is just to kind of establish like the order of operations that things can go in. You guys are still like you have the opportunity to still talk to Malachi and everything.
Okay.
Keiru, you're up first.
Your efforts have been flawed. You need to stop and reassess. You must speak with Seraphina. She is back at your home. She can help. But this is not the answer.
I don't see any other way. I mean,
You don't see any other way, but you're only looking with your eyes. You need a fresh pair of eyes to help you analyze.
Seraphine is never going to help me build another anthesis well. I'm certain that that's the only thing that's going to help.
You're missing the point. The anthesis well is not the answer. It does not heal. It only makes you forget.
Fathom, you are also up next if you wanted to do anything.
Yeah.
Keiru communicating is awesome. That's great. Just to kind of establish this, like, Malachi will be going last. like,
Okay.
if he's going to try anything. So
Okay.
you guys all get to, like, kind of either try to convince him of anything or do anything in particular if you wanted to attack him or something.
Okay. You don't know of any other way that could help, but you probably don't even know about this. I'll pull out the flask. This is what we've been using to fix all the spirits. All the spirits that I'm like 90% sure have been infected because of the anthesis well and the bubble around Liminal Haven setting the world out of balance.
Well, who cares about the rest of the world? If you get another anthesis well, then you're safe inside of it, right?
I care about the rest of the world.
Noted. What is that? Can I have that?
I don't think so. I think I know where this is going.
Is anybody else?
Trying
You
to
guys
do-
both have 7, so up to you guys if you wanted to do something.
You just continue to communicate, right? Mm-hmm. Can I try and be sneaky and just like grab the lantern?
I think Shadow left with it, right?
Oh.
Shadow managed to grab it to stop it from like hitting the ground with full force,
Ah.
but she's still with you guys. She's kind of backing up.
Okay, she didn't like put her little paws on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like because our initiative is at the same time, so while Fathom is talking, I'm gonna try and grab the lantern.
Give me double dexterity.
Yeah!
If you just run. You can't do shit without that.
If I just run?
Yeah. I mean, he could hurt us, but he won't get anything for it.
Trying to pass an 8.
8!
8? Amazing.
Oh! 9, because this is my... No, the initiative was my...
Yeah.
8.
8.
Oh.
You managed to grab it, kind of without
My
him seeing.
initiative
He's
eventually
focused
went higher.
entirely on the flask right now.
Nice. I'm just gonna put it behind
I
my
forgot to
back.
add 1 to my initiative, but it's
Oh,
8.
okay. Was there
That's
anything else that you wanted to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, listen, Malachi, we know about your sister. We know that she's sick. I know what it's like to feel helpless. Like, we can try to help you.
We've tried everything.
Have you tried
Everything
this?
except for the Anthus as well. And then whatever that is that you won't let me have anyways.
We can take it to your sister if you'll take us to her.
Okay.
I assume it's got a little bit of juice in it from the party.
Just a little bit, yeah. Wait, but you said it helps spirits, but
Yeah.
my sister's a human. What?
It's been described to me that this is kind of like a distilled version of the crystal tears. It's less intense and straight from the source, as it were. Instead of gathering in an anthesis well, it gathered in this little flask because we, have a good time with people.
Less volatile.
Yeah.
Since this was on Rem's turn, Rem, roll me intelligent spirit.
Your 2 favorite things.
Intelligence, all right, at least.
Everybody get a duck.
Son of a bitch!
May I have a duck, please?
You can have a duck.
We'll see if he fails too. Maybe he'll
Light
fumble.
or purple.
Purple. Spring
did not.
pastels
And
over
he
here.
pulls out a gun.
I double crossed you.
So many firearms all of a sudden.
We all pull out our guns.
Some
It's a
doves.
Mexican standoff. For some reason, you guys are pointing at each other as well.
John Woo doves fly out.
He looks at the flask again and he's like, the crystal tears have to be funneled into something. It has to make something within this realm that affects other things. It's not that simple when it comes to humans. Maybe when it comes to the spirits that would work, but it's just, you know what? And he looks around and he doesn't see the lantern. He goes, wait, what? And he gets mad and you see this like thing snap in his eyes where it's no longer like he was having a coherent conversation with you. It's just suddenly like he's not there.
You lost it.
And as the snap happens, his hands begin to crackle with energy, and he is going to send a blow of magic towards you all.
Uh-oh.
Everybody roll double dex for me.
Am I able to concentrate on this?
Everybody get another duck.
Ducks.
A duck.
I'm gonna give you a yellow to go with your situation.
Oh, thank you.
The same one. Little blue ducks.
My ducks are kissing.
Triple duck. Oh, it's okay.
That does make it like so much more adorable.
I apologize. Am I able to concentrate on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What were we trying to roll?
You're trying to get above a 10.
I got an 11.
Hey.
Vesper.
I'm holding the thing, so.
So, as you guys are blown back by this force, with that 13, Shadow stands up in front of you to protect you
Like-
with the lantern as she takes the full blow as
Shadow,
well.
you gotta stop!
In doing so, she doesn't just fall down like she did before. She begins to glow with a bright light and stands up as a human being. You see before you a seemingly young woman with long black hair, dark robes, and blue horns.
Do I remember her name at all?
You do. At this moment, you recognize her as Hildy. As Malachi sees this, he's like, you again. And Hildy kind of bows over with the blast of that energy. Everybody, let's see. Everybody's gonna take 6 damage. You don't, because you passed that. So,
Heal up, right?
right.
Okay.
What if you have had the apples and stuff like that, and packs and everything?
Since I rolled 11, do I dodge
Oh,
that?
you're good. You're dodged.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you managed to get out of the way as well.
I haven't been eating apples or healing myself, so I'm at -1. I go down.
Wait, didn't I gave you an apple?
You had an apple, and then
I added up everything that everyone gave me. I was at 5.
I will shove an apple in his mouth.
Well, you have an apple. I marked it on my inventory.
yeah,
Make it
Keiru like immediately jumps into action since he dodged the blast and starts trying to feed you. So yeah, Hildy stands up. She's kind of doubled over with that blow, but she looks at Malachi and she's like, "You can't have the lantern or the flask. You gotta figure out some other way to help your sister." Malachi looks at her and is just like, Do they know what you are? Do they know that you're the reason Keiru is the way he is?
Like in the middle of making Fathom like chew up an apple. Oh.
Weird rules question, which I hate that I have to inject it at this moment. If you are negative, because that adds up, does that also count for healing?
Yeah, so you would be at 1.
Ay,
Okay.
ay, ay, ay.
She looks at him and she turns to Keiru and she's like, "You have to believe me. I never meant for this to happen to you. And I am so sorry."
Explain more later.
She nods and she turns to Malachi and she just tells him, "If you don't stand down, we will have to force you to." And at this point, you see some of the other members, Eli and Nikita, have come in as well to figure out what all this hubbub was about. They saw like a blinding light coming out from the oak tree to back you up. And Malachi kind of looks around at all of you and he's like, "You're making a mistake. We just need to erect more of the anthesis wells."
That would be a mistake.
He ends up backing down and beginning to slink away, and looks as if he's looking to you guys to see if you're going to let him go.
We can help your sister. All we've been doing is going around helping folks who need it. And if I'm being honest, you seem like you've kind of got it worse than anybody else that we've come across.
The healers say there's nothing they can do for her. She was just born with this. She'll have it until it kills her eventually.
Maybe not.
If you think an anthesis well will help, why not take her to Liminal?
She couldn't survive the journey.
We could protect you on the road.
Anytime she overexerts herself, it gets worse. It's her heart.
Well, what if we carried her? Not even just the 4 of us, but
Acorn.
all of us could work together. And I look at the other townsfolk that have come in.
Make an intelligence spirit.
11.
He looks absolutely defeated, and he's like, "All right. We'll try anything, but I can't promise what'll happen to you if she gets hurt."
I'll take full responsibility. It was my idea.
Maybe we can use that broken cart by the Bog Mother.
Maybe
Fix
we
it
can make a better one. Maybe they got broken carts in the town.
Oh,
And I was like, "Yeah,
maybe that's a better
we've got a
idea.
few carts around. I'm sure we can figure something out."
I got a weird feeling that
But-
the bog might be, I mean, it's still hard to get around, but I got a feeling that it's gonna have fewer dangerous things in it now that the Bog Mother's feeling better.
As a
Oh,
point of like technicality for the game mechanics, are you lying in any way? Because you guys have not figured out what it is that you want to do at the end of this as well.
I know. I'm about to talk.
Fathom hasn't put that together yet.
You feel a hand on your back, Rem, as Hildy looks at you, and she's kind of pleading with her eyes. She kind of shakes her head a little bit.
I have no intention of letting the well stay up.
Oh. If I'm being honest now that I think about it, I don't think the well is going to help. It doesn't cure sickness. It just muddles the mind.
Numbs you.
Maybe the hot springs can help.
Maybe the hot springs could help.
They're magical.
That's a
right?
good idea. Have you thought about that, maybe?
I haven't thought about trying to take her out of the swamp since we tried when she was younger, and it wasn't good. We almost lost her.
Well, you probably didn't have as many people helping you out then, did you?
Can you use your magic to, like, freeze her in stasis or something for the journey?
Possibly. Maybe with the help of Seraphina. All right. You guys are giving me some hope. Not much, but some.
Well, you can't ever give up. Because if you give up, you lost. I hate losing.
I do too. All right. It's gonna take some work. We need to make a
see
plan.
her?
Do you want to meet her?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll take you to her.
Yeah, we can send for Seraphina and start getting best minds in the swamp together on constructing some sort of cart or vehicle we can use to keep her nice and stable on the way.
While y'all are doing that, I look at Hildy.
And say you have explanations to provide.
And she looks at you and she nods. Is that something you would like now or later?
I mean, now would be nice.
Uh,
I've waited a long time.
do you guys go to meet Malachi's sister?
I'll nod as we're walking out and just say, like, a parting thing would be like, Hildy.
Rem. She smiles at you. Glad to have you back. I've known for some time that, well, not known. I've had my suspicions about the Vale, Liminal Haven, and they've only grown over the years. My intent was to keep the tears from going back to Liminal Haven. At the time, Malachi was, well, he was just a very gifted mage. He had not had the incident yet that basically made him lose his mind. And maybe you've noticed that sometimes he's there and sometimes he's not.
Yes.
I don't like to interfere in the world of mortals in this form, as I am now. I'm a Ryujin. I'm not mortal, I'm not spirit. I'm something in between. My job is to steward the spirits, make sure that they are getting everything they need while providing guidance to humans as hands-off as possible. We're here to bring balance to the world. And the tears were threatening that. The veil was threatening that. So I asked Malachi to retrieve the tear from your party whenever it was trying to return to Liminal Haven. He attempted to use the tear in the swamps. It backfired, drove him mad. And when he encountered your party, he demanded the tear. You and Kaylin and Lyra were so brave. But unfortunately, the madness took over him when you wouldn't surrender it. And In an explosion of magic, he destroyed the crystal tear, causing a backlash that leaves you as you are, and Kaylin and Lyra as they are.
Is there a way to turn us back to fix what was done by the crystals here?
I don't honestly know. My hopes are that Seraphina can find a way, but
Perhaps with one of the tears we've recovered, it can be undone.
it's very possible.
I'll have to discuss it with my group. We should meet them.
Of course. Hildy and Keiru meet back up with you guys in Malachi's childhood home. You see Lorelei. She's a slight and gaunt figure of a young woman, and she's laying in bed. She was reading a book when you guys came in. Her mother is always nearby to tend to any of her needs. And Malachi introduces you guys. She's very sweet. She's very graceful to meet you guys. I know we haven't seen each other in a while, and she looks at her brother, and there's a mixture of fear, but also happiness there. And Malachi's mother is almost terrified, and she seems to be taking a stance of like kind of protecting Lorelei. Malachi says, I'm not going to do anything. These visitors, they saved the Bog Mother. They might have a way of helping you.
We'd like to try bringing Lorelei to the hot springs in Heartshold and possibly using magic to keep her in sort of a frozen state.
Absolutely not. No, she can't go anywhere. This is.
Well, I think
we've
it's
tried all of the
up
things.
to Lorelei.
And Lorelei is sitting up in bed, and she's puts her book away, and I've accepted my fate. I know that my condition. We've tried everything to treat it, and most of those things only make it worse. I was honestly not fine with being a burden here, but this is what my life is. And you see Malachi begin to kind of shake with anger, as you can tell that he is absolutely against this line of thought, but he holds his mouth in front of his sister.
Y'all keep saying you've tried everything, but I mean, we keep somehow coming up with things that y'all haven't tried yet. I mean, obviously, you're in no condition to get up and walk out of town into the swamps. But, I mean, you can rely on us, and we can make sure that you get where you need to be going without even having to move your own legs, if that's what it takes.
We have a cow,
We're working on a cart.
a cow dog.
We've tried a number of things to get me out of the town. They tried to take me to Liminal Haven, and it didn't work out great. I'm just scared, is all.
What's the furthest you made it? Have you gotten out of the swamps?
Not even that far.
Well,
There's no paths in or out, and typically it's difficult to maneuver. Even with a cart, it's likely to get stuck in the bog somewhere.
the crystal tear didn't actually make it into the lantern, right?
It did.
Yeah.
It did?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So you now have 2 crystal tears in
I
that
gave
lantern.
those back to Rem.
Okay.
You know, I know of a certain mother of the bog that might owe us a bit of a favor. Maybe she could help us get you to the edge of the swamp, and then from there, just carry you on out.
I pull Malachi aside. I'm just like, sometimes the best you can do is be there for the people that need you.
Make a double intelligence check, and add a +1 to this.
7.
And a seeming moment of clarity of being actually Malachi is begins to tear up. This is, maybe you're right. I haven't done that for over 10 years. I've been out of her life trying to figure out how to save her without actually being there for her as a big brother. Maybe you're right.
You know how to cook?
I can cook potions real good.
Yeah, similar.
They don't taste very good.
My mom, every time I was sick as a kid, my mom, like, cooked me soup, tried to heal me up, make sure I was feeling okay.
Yeah.
I learned to do that for other people.
Yeah, mom's real good at that. I'm glad that she's here for her. Maybe it's time I do something similar.
I'm gonna take out my soup book and give it to him.
He takes it with kind of a reverence of just a. This looks very old. This looks older than my spell books. It's covered in notes and. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know, maybe love in its own way is the best kind of magic for the situation like this. Hildy comes up to join you guys and putting a hand on your shoulder says, "We can always try something later. We have some other things that we should probably attend to first. And I think it would be wise to have Seraphina a hand if we're to try to stabilize Lorelei in any capacity for a journey. Malachi, maybe you can take the time to repair some of the wounds that have opened up between you and the community and your sister." And Malachi just goes silent. You see tears pouring down his face, and he clutches the book. Hildy turns to the rest of the party, and I think Lorelei is in good hands for now. If we can get back in touch with Seraphina, maybe we can do something for her.
Yes.
I mean, we still gotta fix Kayru too, huh?
And my old companions.
Yes.
And the Silver Swords. There are many in need of healing.
Yeah. You see Malachi kind of look up at that, and he's like, I did this to you guys, and I can look after them here too, since they live in the swamps here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long time since I heard those words. Well, thank you guys. And he just goes to hug his sister, who embraces him as well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the flower and give it to his sister.
Oh. She takes it and she smells it, and she's like, "You guys really did help the Bog Mother, huh?" She puts it in her hair. Hildy's, I think we'd better let them get some rest. I think you guys could use some yourself. I know I could.
Yes.
Maybe we spend the night here and figure out what we're gonna do in the morning.
That sounds like a good plan.
You guys return outside. There's still revelry going on. Everybody's still excited. They have no idea what has transpired between you guys. People are coming up to you with drinks in hand and shoving them into yours. They're like, "Oh, you gotta try this. It's got quite a kick to it." And they're kind of looking at you like, "Oh man, you guys look like you got run over by the Bog Mother herself."
I did.
That's not
Oh
inaccurate.
god! Oh god!
Run through, actually.
Oh, let's get you patched up. And
Eat the apple. Eat the apple.
All right.
Or just,
Gonna
like,
eat.
cramming apples into
Yeah, I'm eating an apple as well.
I have another apple if you're still hungry.
I think, honestly, a good night's sleep is going to do wonders.
As you choose.
yeah, of course we can. The same person that let you stay at their place before, like, yeah, come on back.
I'll play us a good night tune before we settle down.
As you're playing,
Ooh,
Hildy.
I'll concentrate
Nice.
in case.
Now we've got ducks to
Not-
spare.
Not
Can you-
setting us up for failure. I get +2 when I concentrate because I'm
Oh, hell yeah.
technical type.
Okay.
Nice.
8, 10.
Yeah, it
Sounds
doesn't.
good.
It doesn't talk about like.
The intricacies of
Ducks.
Weirdly, there's not ducks in the rules.
Yeah, as you're playing the song, I'm assuming you didn't fumble.
No, I rolled a 10. I rolled a 10.
Everybody's good. Okay. Hildy kind of looks at you all and just. Well, it seems like you guys have gotten a little bit more information. I was a little worried you'd be rushing back to Liminal Haven and reinstalling the veil.
No.
No, we kind of been on the fence about that since we met Seraphina.
It seems like it is a shroud for people's memories. And since mine are shrouded, I don't feel like that's the best for them.
Yeah.
I think we need to find Seraphina soon.
Yes. That should be our next task.
What's your plan from here? Are you interested in getting the other crystal tier to make sure? Reverbina will always send out another party to
Yeah.
gather tiers. If you don't come back or whatever your plan is involves not reinstating the veil.
Is there a way to make sure it's gone permanently?
Permanently? Honestly, Seraphine is the only one who knows how to or install an anthesis well, and she wouldn't do it again, but if you guys destroyed the anthesis well,
Is there a way to do that without hurting anyone?
I don't honestly know. I myself have never been past the veil.
I can't cross the veil.
Everybody roll double intelligence. Some big brain for me. Or I guess you can do intelligence spirit if that's better for you.
Nice.
Big brain's better for me.
I got an 11.
I
Make
got
sure
an
to
11 as well.
Add your +1.
Oh shit, I forgot. You'll kill up again
Yeah,
if you
12.
wanted to play more music. That gore wound really getting you?
I'm just having a weird
Oh
chest pain.
no! Fumble!
Oh no.
Fumbleina over here.
Man,
many
all the
ducks.
ducks. And after 3
That's
of
alright.
them,
I'd say that
My nose starts bleeding.
K-Ruby, you recognize, like, you can't get past the veil, and, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you yourself are a dark spirit or anything. It's just something that the veil keeps out. But you guys recognize, like, the veil's keeping her out. What does that mean? And you see that she kind of, like, looks down at that, but she continues on. She's like, honestly, the anthesis well, I think Seraphina would know more about it, whether or not we could disable it in some way, without hurting anyone around it. As we saw with Silver Swords, any of that magic can be pretty volatile, which is why it would be nice if it didn't exist and fall into the hands of mortals again. But
Does Seraphina know who you are?
she may know of me. She,
You haven't met.
I can't get close to her either.
Interesting.
Emotionally or logistically?
Biblically, no.
I've tried so many times.
She's a beautiful woman. No,
Sexually?
Close to her.
I don't know if you've noticed, but she's quite a bit younger than she should be.
Right.
Is there like
Something.
A lot of people seem to be like that.
is she like imbued with the same power that?
I believe that whenever she created the anthesis well, it left something on her. I knew her before she did all of this. In fact, I guess I couldn't say I considered her a friend, but I helped her with some of her studies and the like. In the way of general guidance, sometimes regions take a liking to certain mortals, and for you guys, for instance. But after she erected the anthesis well, I wasn't able to get anywhere near her. I was able to keep a general eye on her and spread the rumor that she was up in Heart's Hold, even though she didn't want to be known back in Spokeswood. She thinks that it's a curse, retribution. She erected the anthesis well as something that she thought would have helped her late wife. And after having done so, it seems to have created some kind of imbalance in the harmony of the world, and you guys may have noticed that time is hard.
Time is so hard.
Time is difficult.
Time should be linear, and it should flow relatively, and it should be easy in this realm. It comes from a particular spirit. The spirit is... Regions are bound to one particular spirit. We serve all of them, but one tends to be what we call Etho Primus. And I am its Ultiagus, as in first spirit and last shield. Time was the first one to be affected by the anthesis well. The spirit is not just time, it's everything. Death, life, the circle of rebirth, all of that. It comes from this one particular spirit. And for whatever reason, Seraphina believes that the mark that it left on her creating the anthesis well was a curse to keep her from being with her late wife again. She has lived extremely long and seems to be aging at a very slow pace, and will probably continue to live for, who knows, maybe another century, maybe longer.
Did the creation of the well bind that spirit in the veil? Is it using that spirit, or did it just corrupt that spirit?
As far as I can tell, it's just corrupted it. It still has fragments of power that are moving. Time does exist, night and day, all of that here, but it's...
Are these other corruptions that we've encountered a result of the well? The imbalance it's created?
It was my hypothesis at first when the Spirit of Time was sick. And over time, the more spirits that are getting ill, the stronger I think that theory is.
If we destroyed the well, would the imbalance be healed? Or would we need to heal that time spirit to heal the imbalance? Or both, somehow?
That's my theory, that once the veil is gone, things will return to a balance. Maybe not immediately, but hopefully over time.
Do you know where it is?
I do not. It roams about, appears whenever it needs to, although I haven't seen it in decades.
Can it be summoned?
Perhaps with a good flute song.
You've got to be perfectly in time.
Time's hard.
more of a play it by gill kind of frog.
Frogs don't have gills.
Look, I
You
didn't
breathe through
say
your
I was a
skin.
frog expert.
I would say that it's possible that its manifestation as an actual spirit might be affected by the well. If the veil goes down, then possibly it could appear again.
I think we gotta take that veil down. I don't think it can wait.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
we
think
can.
it's as easy as just getting the last tier and,
Maybe
and
we
waiting
can
it out.
reason with.
Is there some way I can sneak into the veil to assist you? Because right now I can't get in.
Like physically, you can't pass through.
Right.
You want to
Maybe
try?
Seraphina can help us with that.
Maybe so. I was thinking if Seraphina maybe had a way of adjusting the crystal tiers that we've got so that in order to negate the effects of the anthesis well, all we got to do is put them inside. That way we could return and be like, hey, we got your crystal tiers ready to put them in the anthesis well. And then in doing so, take it down.
Perhaps.
The tears, like the tears that they were corrupted.
Like,
Yeah.
invert maybe their tierality.
Yeah, well, like everybody's been saying that
Balance.
they've got to focus on something. Maybe if they're already focused on something when we put them in. I don't know. I'm not a magician. I think Seraphina probably would know better than I do.
Yes, we must consult her. We should do that now.
Yeah, it sounds like we better get some rest because we got a big old trek back to that bad castle.
Yes. I can play us another goodnight song.
You're bleeding a lot.
This isn't easy.
It's not
Have
easy
you
to
thought
make
about
up.
sanding the pipes down?
Concentrate again.
Well, then they'll be out of tune.
We're in great shape.
Fathom's gonna make his little bed block of ice again.
You did succeed on your music check. The lips are bloody, but that's okay.
They're supposed to be.
My frog lips.
Yeah, Hildy looks at you all and says, okay, well, let's get Seraphina and we'll try to figure out what to do with the well. I may not be able to help you around Seraphina. I can only get so close. But I'll do what I can. And then same, once you pass that veil, I can't protect you guys.
Oh,
That's all right. We're all on the same side. We just want to make sure that everybody gets better.
yes.
I'm sure deep down that's all that Reaverbina wants too. She just doesn't realize that she's doing it wrong.
People don't like to be told they're wrong.
Yeah, people
we'll have
aren't
to be
gonna-
cautious.
Yeah. Maybe one of y'all should talk to her about it then.
Maybe.
I'm not good at twisting words around. I kind of just says it like it is, you know? Anyway, good night. Walk away.
And with that, we're going to end the episode there as you guys get a good night's rest. And we set out to find Seraphina in the morning.
And kill her.
Yeah.
And shoot her with the gun.
Shoot her with
She's
a gun.
tied to the well.
Finale. The next one's the finale.
Now
my
everything's going to wrap up.
I feel sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so nervous.
my heart hurts so much right now.
I like to think
Yeah.
Fathom is keeping it together, but Cameron is not. I don't feel like I deserve to come in here and, you know, say goodbye to things that I've lost because I think I'm the one that's been lost.
Everybody else forgot when you didn't come back, but I remembered. Because everybody else just forgot you and I couldn't.
Was that you that brought me food in the basket this time?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We still don't know if it can be fixed. But I'll be back, one way or the other.
Okay, Embla, let it rip. And you hear like a large explosion. You hear a large fart. And no, you like see a flash of light. and like a strange whirring sound that eventually ends in a pop and a clatter.
I have a curious look, and then I grab the jar of spiders and I pull them out.
We can all see.
I try to eat one real quick.
Oh, the travelers are back! Yay! And everybody starts clapping as you walk by, and
We got a new one.
some cheers goes up, and they're like, they returned! Oh my gosh! And you see people kind of running from home to home, like,
Hold my hat
hey,
down.
travelers are back!
Don't worry, it's so you can start hailing. And then I jump down.